Hey everybody, I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. 5 minutes with Ben, and I'm Ben. Trying to think of a player game to look at for 5 minutes with Ben, and I was like, I never look at Ray Robson's games. And this game was played in a tournament I played in. So this was in 2008 U.S. Championship qualifying tournament in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think I qualified, and then I played in Tulsa, the next U.S. Championship. I think. Anyway, this is between Ray Robson White, Robert Rowle Black. Black is 2230 FIDE. Since this game was played 17 years ago, God, it was 17 years ago that I played in Tulsa? Damn. Ray was only 2389, and he was probably an IM or an FM. But he played in typical Ray Robson style, which is good for 5 minutes with Ben. Okay, they played at Carroll Con. Ray always plays the most aggressive, theoretical way. Ray put it in H. I think H5 is the best move. H6 is also a move. Okay, now probably in your life, somebody told you, don't move your queen a lot in the opening. And you might have been thinking, why not? Well, you're going to find out this game. The rest of the game, Black just moves his queen. And he takes a pawn here or there, but okay, Black doesn't develop his pieces. Plays queen b6, which makes sense because e-pawn is pinned. Black wants to play e6 at some point, and he's threatening the pawn on b2, which Ray Robson literally doesn't care about. Plays bishop d3. Now, Rowle takes another pawn on d4. The tactical resource after bishop takes f5 is queen takes e5 check, winning the bishop. So, Ray's just sacking pawns, knight f3. you take on b2, and probably White would sacrifice the exchange with bishop takes f5, queen takes a1, and something like e6. I don't like Black's position. Black played queen g4, which is the other move. Ray castled. Black is a straight pawn up, but Black's queen has made like several moves, and Black's queen is going to make several more moves. E6 makes sense. Ray plays bishop e2, trying to trap the queen. Queen runs away. White's down a pawn, so White wants to open the center. C4 is very explosive if you take it, because then queen d8 mate. But this is the U.S. Championship qualifier, so Black's not going to do that. Black played knight e7. White has a tremendous lead in development for his pawn sacrifice. Now, Black opened up the center. I guess this is the losing move. He took on c4, which opens up d-file for White. Robson played excellent knight d2, wants to play knight takes c4, the knight d6 check. Rowle is like, I'm up 2 pawns, b5. When your opponent plays b5, one of my rules is to play a4, softening Black up. Black made a mistake here, although Black has to be lost. Black's pieces are all in the back rank. Played knight d7, and that just loses tactically because I take, and then I take on b5, which I'm sure Black missed. Now, if you take the knight takes c4, man, knight d6 is a pretty big threat. And you can't stop knight d6. You have to move your queen, because your queen is going to be attacked 6 ways from Sunday. Then knight d6 check, king d8, knight takes f7 check, etc. On the other hand, Robson is still threatening knight d6 check. So Rowle played knight d5, and Robson said, I got 2 knights, 1 for each of you, and played knight takes c4. Now if you take the knight d6 check wins the queen. You can't stop knight d6 check now. So he played bishop e7, and that just loses material. I think Black can resign here. I mean, knight d6 check is crushing, and Black's not any material. Knight d6 check. Black resigned because Black's going to lose a piece. Eventually, White's going to play knight takes f5, e takes f5. The knight on d5 isn't protected anymore. I could show you several variations where that happens. That's the main one. You could also take the knight first, which doesn't change anything. I still do the same thing. And if Black wasn't losing a piece, Black is still lost because Black's king's going to have to start running around. So a quick win from Robson. One player you never heard of. The other player became one of the top 10 players in the U.S. And that's the guy who won. Amazing. Yeah, I played in that tournament. I was in Tulsa twice for the qualifier and for the U.S. Championship later. I think it was the same year. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. This has been 5 Minutes with Ben. Hope you enjoyed that game as much as Robson did. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.